How's it going, guys? So here's a little maintenance video for the guy who requested. I think it's how I like it or not or something like that. So this is pretty basic for most DMs. They're pretty much all the same with the exception of the older ones. Whenever I do maintenance, I make sure I have a soft towel to work on. I have a microfiber on the side so I can wipe things down. And then all the Allen keys I need. And then of course your favorite lubricant. In this case, you can use dye, you can use whatever. I'm going to use Sleek, which is dial 33, which is what I'm pretty sure the dye Slick lube is too. So, fine, I think it's this one right here, okay. So it's the 1/4 Allen key. Go ahead and stick it in. And I know you only have to turn this a revolution or two, I think. 1, 2 maybe. Because if you pull it out any further, then you twist the back part off of the top hat, and you can't pull it out. So now I need maybe another half a turn. And from there, I just kind of grab. Now, I've always noticed that the DM bolts are really hard to pull out of the breech. So, you know, just kind of wiggle it and gently tug out, and gently pull the bolt system out so that you don't yank it out and rip any O-rings. So just wiggle, and there you go. Put your DM off to the side. Here's the bolt system. I forgot all the names. I know this is the top hat, I guess this is the can, this is the back part, and then your bolt, of course. What I usually do is just take this back part off first, take the top hat, unscrew the top hat. Okay, now for these DM bolts, what you're going to have to do is you're going to remove the tip O-ring, which I always seem to have trouble with. Oh, I got it. Remove the tip O-ring, put it off to the side, then your bolt comes right out. Now let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, so here we go. So pretty much you have that, your top hat, the back of your bolt, and then your bolt. So what I do is I take my microfiber. Usually you can use a Kleenex, paper towel, whatever you like, but I usually always use microfiber just to make sure my stuff stays nice and in the best condition possible. So here, as you can see, I wonder how clear this is. Let me see if I zoom in, if it focuses or anything like that. No focus? Okay, I guess not. But if you can see, it's really gross. Lots of over lube, and then my lube is a special color, so maybe I had yellow paint somewhere or something like that. So I'm basically going to wipe that down. Now this, honestly, you really don't have to do like every, I would check the manual, but some people do it before and after every time they play. Some people do it once a month. Some people do it every 10 cases. You know, it's up to you. It's your stuff. But I wouldn't do this so often. It's not needed. Maybe 5 or 6 cases, and you're fine. So I would just pretty much clean everything I can, all the O-ring surfaces. Anything, paint, anything I see. So I usually leave everything like that just so I know where everything goes. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get some lube. Now, I recommend you not to overlube causes bolt stick, etc. So, try not to overlube. I always work on the bolt first, put some on this bolt sail O-ring. See, I have a lot on my finger, but I'm not actually putting it all on this specific particular O-ring. Just getting some here, some there, and just work it around. Make sure the O-rings kind of look wet. You should be fine. Oh, and then put some on the back here as well. Back 2 O-rings. Make sure those look good. Then I go to the can, go to the inner O-ring right here. Now, what's nice about these, I think it was the 10 maybe that they started the colored O-rings. It's really nice if you ever have to change an O-ring, you know exactly which O-ring to change. You don't have to measure sizes. But and then also you can see the O-rings really well when you work on them too. So go ahead and do that one. So O-ring on the inside of the top hat. Go ahead and get that too. That's usually it. I also get a little and put it on the inside of the can just so that the bolt moves okay inside. And then put the bolt in. Well, these O-rings fit pretty tight, so I would just move it around, make sure it moves smoothly. Okay, go ahead and do that. Put that back in. Screw the top hat on. Okay, gonna put that back part on. And then here's the bolt tip O-ring. Go and put that on. Okay, very good. I usually put just a little lube on that bolt tip O-ring, just so that it keeps those detents lubed as well, so that it operates smoothly. Okay, and then after I do all that, I usually get a little bit as well and put it on the outside O-ring, so that whenever you slide the whole bolt system back in, it helps. That way you can decrease any chances of nicking an O-ring and breaking it. And you don't even have to use very much, just a little bit. Okay, and then I'm done here. I usually just stick the bolt back. And then, here we go. Go ahead and then whenever you put it in as well, do the little wiggle method so that you don't just shove the bolt system in and rip an O-ring. Okay, that happens often. Once you get it in so far, go ahead and get your Allen key and just twist that in. And then once you're snug, you're good. You don't have to go any further than snug. Then always check if you have air it up and make sure it's not leaking and you're good. So there you go. That's basic maintenance on the bolt system for the DM.